Unfortunately, Dan Carter gets called. And so it's going to be 4-on-4 for 31 seconds, and then the Bobcats are going to get a minute 30 of power play time for themselves.
Face-off, possession, sent around. Elliot Lake takes it. Waghorn sending it through. A big hit there by Langford, and that's sent out. There's Wainman. Wainman holding it through. Wainman getting around a couple of guys, getting it into the corner. Langford off the boards and settled down by Klippenstein to Orser, who sent it in. Langford with it. Cooper banging on the glass in the penalty box. He's about to come out. Power play about to come to Elliot Lake. Trapper still with possession but intercepted, and the Bobcats will come out with it to start their power play. There's a shot there by Tassoni, and that went off of Dodds, who literally just shoulder checked it in the way into the screening and out of play.
Yeah, I think it caught him off guard. I think he was thinking low and then saw it come up high and just kind of made the adjustment mid-motion. Good play there, though, by Tassoni, as he held the puck in his end, watched Cooper come off the ice, so that forced the Trappers to go back, and then it gave room for Tassoni to carry the puck up and make that shot on the ice. Really, really good awareness-type play by Tassoni in his own end, because Cooper just came out of the box and then skated right to the bench. He didn't get involved in the play at all.
As Hennessy holding it. That's going to be thrown, and they're going to call a penalty on that one now. Interference coming, and now we got a 5-on-3 opportunity for just under a minute.
Horwich, 44.
And that's unfortunate too. That's two defensemen now sitting in your box, and when you have defensemen sitting in the box and you're only playing with three guys.
Horwitz, Martin, and Carter were playing on the power play with Jake and Hunt, I think it was, or Sagan, sorry. And that kind of has now bit Tom McCarthy in the butt a little bit, as two of his defensemen go to the box. One while they were on the power play, and then one they were on the penalty kill.
And that is unfortunate to take. I mean, now you got Martin, who's on the ice now. He trips up. Sagan, that's thrown through. There's a shot there. That goes off of a high stick. And Gall's going to play this one. They're going to whistle that one down. Martin and Orser, I mean, two gifted penalty killers and two gifted defensemen nonetheless. But I mean, when you have two defensemen in the box, like I said, you can only play them so much.
Yeah, you're right. So now the only change they're going to make, the only change they're going to make, Klippenstein comes on, Orser and Sagan stay on the ice. They're going to have to take a break at some point, but right now they got to kill off this 5-on-3 penalty for the next 20 seconds.
And more importantly, they can't take any more penalties at this point in time. Right. Here's Sagan skating in. Sagan looking for some room around a couple of guys, and he's doing the job once again. There's four Elliot Lake Bobcats in with a fifth trailing in.
3-on-2, Mark.
And a good opportunity here as this puck bounces through. Carter's back on the ice, and that puck is thrown wide.
That wasn't a great play by Holman. I mean, he had a lot of time to make that pass, and instead he passed it right to Sagan.
Tassoni, winding, shooting off of Orser's leg. And Sagan will send this one out off of Carter, and Elliot Lake starting with it once again. 40 seconds remaining. Sinek bounces off, and the Bobcats will carry this one out. The final time, another interception there, and that's Hunt with it. Hunt holding the zone. We got about 20 seconds remaining in the penalty. There's Dubchak skating it around. Good penalty killing here. Great opportunity for the Trappers. Dubchak sending it through, and that goes wide. There's Nate Gall. They'll send that one. A long stretch pass for Hennessy, and it gets to Berger. Berger holding down to Hennessy. A winding shot there, and Dodds just closed up on that short side just in time on that attempt.
It's going to be icing call, but the Trappers deserve a ovation here for killing off that 5-on-1 and that 5-on-4 penalty. I mean, that was a long by that unit. Now they got to Trappers held off the penalty. They got a power play. Then they took 2 penalties of their own. So, you know, it was unfortunate, but they killed it off. Now they just have to look ahead.
That's sent through by Aronson, and that's going to be intercepted. And Elliot Lake trying to establish position here. That's sent through off of Schneeberger's stick, but it comes in the zone offside to Stoney holding it, but Walker was in early.
Shots are 15-11 in favor of the Trappers, but remember, the period started 14-9, 7:40 to end the period. So the Trappers have only had 1 shot this entire period, and the Bobcats have only had 2. So I said the ice might open up. Really, it's close. It's close even more than it was close in the first period.
It seems that both teams are really focusing on defense, really.
Unless someone is off with the shots, but I mean, when I think about it, a lot of shots haven't got through on either goaltender.
As Orser sends that one through, and I mean, yeah, if a few of those shots went through, I mean, the shots on goal could be tilted in the other direction as well.
Yeah, I think so.
As Schneeberger trying to send that man through, but he'll send that one out of the zone. A little bit of physical play in the back end. Leach sending that one in, intercepted by Orser. Orser with Schneeberger, a good play to keep it in. Orser sending that shot through, and that went wide. Third, off of a leg. Fulmer taking it now for Elliot Lake. Off of Langford, he'll send that one back in the zone.
You know, a lot of the shots have been that way. They've all been wide or high, and that's why the shot count is like that.
Cordero gets muscled down. A good, clean, good takedown, really. A good football play, maybe. Langford, shot on goal, and that is stopped by Siddick. Langford trying to cycling that to Carter. Can't do it, but that goes to Klippenstein at the point, off of a glove, and goes wide. Jank, shot there, and that just went wide, and Carter once again playing in front of the goal. Sagan with a shot, and that goes into the corner.
I find it very strange. I mean, Carter hasn't played there all year, and obviously he's not, you know, is this the game plan? I guess he's filling in. We haven't seen Turcotte on the ice yet today, so I don't think Turcotte's starting yet. So I guess Carter's playing on the wing tonight. Shot
by Klippenstein that goes wide. A couple of men down in front of the zone, in front of the net, including Sagan, but they'll get back up, and that's going to be an icing call.
Does it mean you have forwards? You have Klippenstein. So he's not available tonight, so I guess, you know, they decide to move Carter over to the wing. He's not doing a bad job. It's just seeing him in that area when he's so good from the point.
I think he's working more double duty than anything now. So big responsibility for Carter that Tom McCarthy's really put him in. Over to Hunt. He'll get that one to Martin. Martin takes a shot, and that's saved, and Civic will glove that one down. A couple of Trappers in front of him. 5:22 remaining here in the second period. Still no score between the North Bay Trappers and the Elliot Lake Bobcats. Once again, you're watching FastHockey.com. Mark Perry alongside Matthew Sukram. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday night at the Gardens. As this puck is won and controlled by Elliot Lake, but they sent that one out, and the Trappers intercepted it. There's Cooper sending that one through, and the Trappers intercept. They'll start out with it. Orser sending that one off of a skate. Holman will enter the zone. Holman, he gets stripped of it. Klippenstein, a good play there, but another good play there by Rowe. He'll carry it around, and that's going to come all the way out, and that's going to go for an icing. Face-off coming back in the Trapper zone. 4:44 remaining.
The odds are now 18-12 in favor of the Trappers. So again, I think the counter might just be a little bit off, but not sure. I just want to make a comment. I think it's great that the the fans that won the pizza there. We do a pizza giveaway for the loudest fan, and the fans that won that are the fans from Elliot Lake. So that doesn't show you some hospitality. I don't know what does.
Hey, they were actually.
They're the ones making the most noise.
Yeah, and I mean they're actually giving it to a couple of slices to a couple of North Bay fans. A couple of personal friends of mine actually sitting in front of them too. So as there is the puck coming out, there's Thomas, and that's going to be sent out of the zone. Aronson, he'll throw that one in. Puck comes out. Miller comes in onside. A little bit of a tiptoe play there as Miller was kind of straddling the line to get that one in. Nonetheless, Elliot Lake trying to carry this one back in. Bean sending that one and intercepted there. And a big hit by Schneeberger in the neutral zone. He didn't even knock him down, but he came charging at him.
Yeah, I told you at the beginning of the game, this team is big, and if Schneeberger can't knock you down, you know you're a pretty strong guy if you can't get knocked down.
No kidding. Bean with a pass up front that goes through a few sticks, but Elliot Lake turning it over. Aronson looking for the hit on Thomas, and now the puck intercepted. The Trappers will backhand this one out of the zone.
Good job by Schneeberger to get that puck out of the zone and not get an icing call. Allows a change and forces Elliot Lake to make a play to bring it back in.
As this puck will be carried in, but Jank can't get that one. Now he'll be able to get to it, as this puck is now on his stick in the zone. Trappers really quickly set up there. The puck in the blue paint, and this puck stays in. Horowitz looking for a shot there, a bouncing puck, and that goes wide off a couple of sticks. Sagan looking for a chance. He takes a shot that goes wide off of Simic. Lippenstein setting that one in. Simic will have to be the first to it. 2:35 remaining here in the second. This will be sent all the way down the ice, and that's going to go for an icing call. Two referees making a whistle here. Second is going to go to the box.
Yeah.
It's a tripping call, looks like.
So tripping for Sagan, and with 2:31 left in the scoreless game in the second period here, the Bobcats get a late power play. So this is their third power play of the period, fourth overall in the game, and another good opportunity for the Trappers for the Bobcats to jump out and get a 1-0 lead. This has been two back-to-back games that have been very uncharacteristic for the Trappers when you talk about their overall scoring ability this season.
There's Gall now. Hennessy in. Gall with it, sending it in towards the back end. Berger with it to Hennessy. Hennessy, fans on the pass there, finally gets that pass through, but intercepted. Martin will send that one all the way down. Sent up, Gall for Hennessy, back in the zone. Elliot Lake actually looking like they're setting up quite easily on the power play here, but they haven't found any points yet. There's a shot there that goes wide.
I told you in the first couple power plays they were moving the puck around well, but the shots were a little bit obvious. That wasn't an obvious shot. That was a great play there by this power play unit. That was trying to check Matthew Grove that took the shot.
As Fulmer with it. Fulmer holding a good play there by Gil Martin to try and keep it in, but Sassoni with a shot there, and Dodds will make the save. They'll pounce on that one as Sassoni came up and tried to get a couple of extra whacks at it.
And Sassoni was able to sneak in pretty close and just pinch right in there and get a good shot on Dodds and try to. Now you got to try and pull Dodds out of position a little bit. You're moving the puck around really well if you're Elliot. You got to try and get Dodds off his game a little bit. I mean, like I said in the first period, if Dodds can see the puck, he is going to stop it.
As this puck is in the neutral zone now. 10 seconds remaining in the penalty. 39 seconds remaining in the second period. Seguin ready to come back out. Elliot Lake with possession of the puck in their own zone. This puck will come right to Seguin. And Lippenstein had to pass it right back to him as Seguin kind of skated onto the ice right as it passed by. Puck in the zone. 20 seconds remaining. In front of the goal. Langford with a shot. And that was tipped. Langford, another chance. And missed. Gil Martin on the other side. 10 seconds remaining. Tassoni skating in. A final opportunity. Leaving it. Shot there. And Dodds with the save. And Gil Martin will get the possession. And leave it for Leach. And that will do it for the second period.
Just quickly, my thoughts are just, it's been a period of missed opportunities on both ends. I mean, the Bobcats had a couple of rushes in the early going that they just weren't able to get a handle on the puck, or they missed a pass, and then you saw right there with the Trappers. That's happened a couple times where there was a guy open in the slot, and they just haven't been able to get the puck to him, either on a bad pass, or just a misplay, or a good defensive play by the Bobcats. So somebody's got to capitalize at some point, and when they do, that's when you're going to see a goal.
And the scary thing is, I think the last time we really saw Elliot Lake this competitive on this ice, obviously minus a couple of those lopsided victories, it was when they actually took control and got their win here, 3-2, and no goals to report here for the second period. So I mean, a close game to go to. So we're going to go to break, but first, a video on Bo Orser, and we'll be back for the third period of play.
Goals like this clearly show that Bo Orser is a smooth puck-moving defenseman for the North Bay Trappers of the Northern Ontario Junior A Hockey League. After a trade from the BCHL's Coquitlam Express, 5'10", 184-pound, 1992 birth year defenseman from Penetang, Ontario, has accumulated 3 goals and 4 assists, totaling 7 points in his first 9 games with the Trappers in the 2012-2013 season.
I feel that I'm well-rounded. I'm diligent defensively and positionally. I have the ability to make a strong first pass, and as well, I feel I have the puck skills to be, an offensive defenseman, play on the power play, take advantage of offensive opportunities, distribute the puck, and get pucks through to the net from the blue line. And as well, I feel that I play bigger than my size, and I like to be very physical and compete for pucks.
Well, if we're going to start with being what kind of player he is, he's certainly much larger than his structure offers. Not a large man, but his competitive edge is huge. His ability to compete at every place on the arena is a tribute to him. He's offensive. He can take the puck to the net if he had to. He's very fit. He actually likes to stir it up a little bit. He likes to play on the edge a little bit. He's an excellent skater, being a figure skater for the first 13, 14 years of his life before he put a hockey stick in his hands, only playing hockey for 7 years. He is definitely a natural. He's a natural. He brings light to the room in the dressing room. He brings light to the arena when he's playing. He's exciting. He adds, I think, everything. He's definitely a team leader. He's a very articulate young man who's quite professional. He's very mature for his age of 20 years old.
Yeah, skating's it's been in my family forever. My uncle's an Olympic figure skater, so naturally I was placed in the figure skating for many years of my life before choosing, that I wanted to pursue a hockey career more than I did figure skating. But that helped my game immensely. Being smaller, having the strength on my edges and the control on my edges and the balance gives me the ability to compete with bigger guys, and also gives me the confidence to skate the puck and be agile both offensively and defensively.
Orser also makes up for his size with good positioning and great vision on the ice.
through my vision on the ice and my hockey senses. That's typically how I feel I separate myself as a player. You know, I have the ability to find passing lanes, to see the ice, know when to be patient, or know what my next move will be before I have the puck, to be able to create an opportunity out of something that maybe seemed like a dead play.
No question. There's no question. He makes terrific plays and passes. His first pass is made, and like I said, his agility and his quickness allows him to get himself out of situations. He's one of those players that I was very fortunate to touch when he was 16 years old, and had the privilege of coaching Bo when he was younger. And now that he's back 20 years old, you can see that he's had some good coaching, and that obviously he's put his attention to his game. He's very serious young man about things. He's all business. I mean, he's a pleasure. He's a treat. I mean, when we had the opportunity to accumulate his services for the rest of this year, I just knew he would be a great fit for the stress room. He'd be a great fit on the ice. He'd be a leader in every aspect there is.
Orser is used in all situations with the junior Trappers, and he's trying to make the most of his final year of junior in hopes of acquiring an NCAA hockey scholarship.
Well, ever since I started playing junior A when I was 16 for Tom back in Huntsville, my whole career, and now as a 20-year-old, it's always been my goal to play at the NCAA level and to be a student athlete. I've always felt it's been the right fit for my style of play, as well as, you know, I was taught from a young age that my education was very important, and I think I have the work ethic to be a successful student athlete both on the ice and in the classrooms. You know, I just really see it as an ideal fit for my game and my personality.
If you think Bo Orser can help your hockey team, please take down the contact information on your screen. This has been a Dostar Video Scouting presentation.
Well, what it means.
On the ice tonight.
Goal as a hockey player. I mean, one, you get to play for your school and you have your student fans, and not only that, but you're moving on with your education, and that's huge to me. So,
if you think Justin Schneeberger can help your hockey team, please take down the contact information on your screen. This has been a Dostar Video Scouting presentation.
And we're back on FastHockey.com. Time for the third period of play now. Trappers and Bobcats lost that no score through 2 periods of play, Matt. Characteristic for the North Bay Trappers, not really to put anything in the net until 20 minutes left.
Yeah, no, we saw this too last time against Elliot Lake. I mean, they got kind of a gimme goal to tie up the game at 1-1, and then they got a blast from Livingston to tie it at 2-2, and then they got a really nice goal from second in overtime to win it. So the last time the BC teams hooked up, it was 6-0 for the Trappers in Elliot Lake. Devin Turcotte played in that game, and he got 2 goals. So, you know, maybe that's a little bit of a factor, the fact that they don't have Turcotte on the ice tonight. At least for the Trappers, they are shutting them down, but on the flip side, they're being shut down themselves. Quick second period summary. Aronson took a penalty at the 15:30 mark. Then Cooper took a penalty at 13:40, and then it was in a lineup to the boxes. Carter, Horwitz, and Sagan all went 11-10, 10-45, and 2-31 respectively. No goals by either team.
And we'll see if anybody can get on the board here in the third period of play. There's Bean in behind his own goal. He'll send that one up. Takes the pass back, and Langford will skate this one out. Stephen Langford in the zone. Fakes the shot, trying to get around a couple of guys. Can't do it. Guys playing with their bodies now on the half boards. The puck comes out. Schneeberger with it. Over to Langford. Kicks it loose. Schneeberger with a shot. An open chance there and just misses the far side. Schneeberger with it now.
Yeah, really good try there by Schneeberger, and then he also got a secondary chance there.
There's Martin.
With that funny bounce, I mean, I don't know why he just didn't shoot it in the first place.
There's another shot that's saved by Simic. Trappers getting some good early pressure there here in the third period. It's sent through. I believe that was Tyler Newsom, who was at the far side near the North Bay bench. And his pass in actually went into the screening and out of play. So faceoff comes back in the neutral zone.
Yeah, 18-12 to go in this period. And again, both teams are looking for an opening. I mean, the Bobcats have had 5 power play opportunities compared to the Trappers 2, and there's a turnover.
Cordero with a shot there. That's flipped up top of the goal. Dodds didn't really have to strike it or anything, but that went up and high. Puck still in the slot. Very dangerous play here. Django have to skate this one. Trying to skate it down. No icing call coming as this puck is in the zone. Here comes Elliot Lake now. Sending that one up was Walker. Off a leg, and it comes into the zone. Martin first to it. Carter sending it around, but Tassoni intercepting in behind the end boards. Martin trying to muscle him down. Walker in front of the goal, off a skate. Went in front, but Orster was first to it.
Again, a really good play on a missed opportunity. That's what we talked about at the end of the second period. Missed chances, just not keeping the stick down in the ice, not connecting the passes on both sides of the ice for both teams. I mean, defensively, the teams have been sound. Offensively, not so much.
This is going to go for an offside as a pass there.
At 17:06 to go, just checked the score on the Sioux Thunderbirds game taking on Kirkland Lake, and it's 0-0. Just about to head into the second period in Sault Ste. Marie.
Some good news for Trappers fans as they are trying to keep pace and trying to climb closer actually to the Thunderbirds.
Orser doesn't have a stick right now to play some defense.
Well, stick's actually laying right at the right inside the center ice zone.
Now he's playing with Wayman's stick. Wayman doesn't have a stick, and he's trying to block the slot area.
As that's going to be Hennessy coming around the net. Wayman on the ice, getting a stick actually. All 5 players now with sticks, but Elliot Lake still controlling it. This puck comes out. Berger getting it stripped now of him. Here comes Picard in the zone. That is going to be an offside. It kind of looked like the Elliot Lake Bobcat player was using the stick that was laying on the ice.
No, what happened?
To try and move it out of the way, and unfortunately, the Trappers did skate in offside on that play.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. That's the second time Picard's gone offside in as many shifts. So they got to watch it a little bit.
Good play there. That was Blanchett with a shot, a rebound chance, and that goes wide. Kept in, Aronson takes a shot on goal, and that goes off a leg. Martin with it. Simic without a stick. He's using the defenseman's stick. Now the defenseman without a stick. Off a skate of the referee, actually, and that's going to come out. Holman.
A wacky play there. The Trappers initially get it in the zone, and then Trevor Hunt goes barreling into the goalie, and again.
Oh, another misplay there as Aronson was trying to muscle his man off the puck, and Hunt was looking for a hit, but another chance there as Dawes makes a save. Another shot goes off the post.
They're getting close, Mark. They're getting so close.
And they're going to call that one offside. And, the Elliot Lake Bobcats, still obviously no score here, but, recently the Bobcats, they fired off a couple of wins against the Sioux and against Sudbury in a row recently. So, these guys come to play.
And Trevor Hunt slowly getting off the ice way back on the offensive zone, but the Bobcats, for the way they play, they deserve one or at least one goal, if not 2, that have just rung off the post.
Cordero throwing that one on net, a misplay there, and that stays out. Puck comes out of the zone, Beam bouncing puck Bean taking control, a bouncing puck shot. Simic with the save. Oh, it's off the boards. Trying to keep that one in, can't do it, but he'll send that one back in anyway. Salmon. And Elliot Lake coming in. That's onside. Klippenstein with it. His puck is going to flip through. Onside. There's Schneeberger. Good play there. Holding it off a leg. Schneeberger trying to get to it. He's got a big stick, but it can't get that one as Berger sends that one out. Hennessy looking for a pass there. That goes through a few legs.
That's what I'm talking about. Sound defense. I mean, the Bobcats had all the momentum going in there on that rush.
And a bounce there as they're not going to call an icing on that one.
Again, icing's waved off. I don't know why. But I didn't see it tip anybody. Now it's called against the Bobcats, so unfortunately for them, they aren't able to complete a play. They don't get the icing call, and they get icing called against them. So just a series of much unfortunate events there for the Bobcats. But what a wacky year this has been in terms of the way the puck has bounced. I mean, the Trappers have had a couple of chances. Then the Bobcats were able to have the Trappers down by, not down by man, but down by a stick. And then they took the play in the corner, and Wayman was able to skate to the bench, retrieve his stick, and come back in the play before the Bobcats could do anything. Again, both teams very sound defensively. Offensively, they got to figure something out.
Sagan skating in the zone, a shot that goes high. Jank in the back with Carter. There's Carter again. Sagan with it with a shot there, and Simic with the save. Skating up. Here's a shot there, a rebound chance. That goes high and wide. And, Carter playing on the line with Sagan and Jank, so, his scoring is starting to come up. Carter with a shot, score! Just as I said, his scoring is picking up. He puts it in, and the Trappers take a 1-0 lead here in the third.
Dave Carter. It was just the beauty of a shot there. Finally, able to put it past Simic. I mean, it just kind of fluttered awkwardly passing. It wasn't a true slap shot. Yeah. I mean, he just kind of spun around on the point and just took a wild shot at the net, and it just beat Simic. It ends up as a goal, and for Dan Carter, in his 23rd game of the season, he gets his second goal, his 12th point on the year.
The puck went through the blue paint there as the Trappers are buzzing, but Newsom coming in the zone as Orser, he'll get that one tipped by Blanchette, and this puck bouncing in the neutral zone, a couple of turnovers. Elliot Lake looking for possession, but North Bay will send this one out. And that's going to go all the way back, but they're not going to call that icing. As the Bobcats will get this one out. Martin sending that one back. As Tassoni coming in. Tassoni with an opportunity. Throwing that one on net. Bouncing puck in front. There's a shot there. That was Salmon who couldn't get that one on goal. Here's Janky now. Coming in. Janky with a shot there. So that was Bean that went in. Bean playing with Schneeberger and Langford. This puck is going to come out of the zone.
Again, Elliot Lake had Greg Dodds down, out of position. Salmon wound up, took the shot. But again, it was just a little high, and he couldn't bring it down. The Trappers with a 1-0 lead. Look for them to keep going on the offense and trying to be good defensively. So, I mean, the Bobcats are not going to give up here. They're not going to let you have an easy one.
2-on-1 coming here. Janky now. Jank over to Carter, and Carter can't get a stick on it. Simic turning that one aside. Carter turning that one around to Seguin.
Just a little bit of a late pass there from Jake.
As they'll carry this one out now. Here comes Elliot Lake, tagging wide. And this puck's going to come back for an icing. 10:50 remaining here in the third period. 1-0 for the North Bay Trappers. And they actually lead in shots as well, 24-18.
And again, the Bobcats carrying the puck well, getting it into the zone, getting a shot on Dodge, but not being able to get a quality second chance or even a third chance if that matter. 10:50 to go, and the Trappers just trying to push it a little more now. Keep the Bobcats out of their zone for as long as they can, and try to get Semick pushed a little further back into his own net and try to keep up the pressure here.
As this is sent out by the Trappers. Sent through, intercepted by Horowitz. Coming in the zone, Connor Horowitz with a shot there. Simic. 21 remaining here in the third period. Obviously, Danny Carter. What a knuckleball. I think that was more, do you remember Matt Sundin's 500th career goal? Kind of a goal similar to that. You know.
Yeah, not a true slap shot.
No. There's another shot there, scores! Stephen Langford turns around, a quick shot, and he puts it top shelf. The Trappers take a 2-0 lead.
Now that is a true slap shot. Stephen Langford whips it. A very similar play to Carter's though. He just kind of turned around, put on net, and it just looked like Simic wasn't ready, and he pays for it. And now with just over 10 minutes to go, it's a 2-0 Trappers lead. And the Bobcats aren't careful here. This could get away from that.
Langford trying to skate in. He's a little bit interfered with. That's gonna... I'm kind of wondering what the penalty is on that one, as Langford was taken really into Simic, as this puck's gonna come right in on him, and Langford will skate through, but Simic closes it down, and the face-off coming in the Elliot Lake zone. 9:50 remaining here in the third period. 2-0.
Never knew because it's off the drive. I switched between Lennox and...
Face-off won by the Trappers. Seguin with it, sending it around to Jank. Jank coming around, shot there, and puck is bouncing, and Elliot Lake will get this one out. There's the neutral zone. Gil Martin will play this one in, trying to get that one around. Puck bouncing, Elliot Lake capitalizing. Miller will carry it in. Thomas, shot on goal, and another post! And Dodds making the save, so the third goal post for the Elliot Lake Bobcats tonight.
And as I said before, I mean, Elliot Lake deserves at least one, if not two goals in this game. And you can see Dodds tapping his post there, thanking him for being there, really. I mean, post is a goalie's best friend, that's the old saying, right? So I mean, paying dividends for Dodds today. I mean, Dodds has looked pretty good, but he has been beat a couple times. But unfortunately for the Bobcats, every time they beat him, they either hit the post or they just go just wide or just a little bit high. They haven't been able to get it. Come back to haunt them now as the Trappers have taken a 2-0 lead here in the third period.
This puck's going to come back for another icing call. And, you know, in saying that, too, it's saying that the Bobcats, they're getting their opportunities. And, you know, as you mentioned before, the puck movement inside the North Bay zone has really benefited them quite well. As another face-off capitalized on by the Trappers, but that's going to be sent right back down and sent around. Horowitz trying to backhand that one through. Horowitz up. There is Blanchette. He'll get that one, but doesn't enter the zone, and Elliot Lake turning it over. Gall. Carter in on him. Bodying him off the puck. Here comes Dubchak. Sending it out of the zone, and that is going to go into the bench and down to the ice on that play, too.
Took a funny tumble there. To mention the stats here, Langford, that was his 10th goal and 26 points overall. assisted by Steenberger. That's his 12th assist and his 20th point. So we mentioned at the top of the broadcast how many guys are climbing the rankings there. Steenberger entering the 20-point plateau. And Langford above 25 points now, so he's up there with Bean and Seguin for guys that are under 30, over 25.
Wow, it just really shows the depth on this team. It really does. As Simic closes his hand on that puck. So 8:22 remaining here in the third period. Once again, 2-0 is the score. You're watching FastHockey.com's coverage of the NOJHL. Thank you for joining. Follow us on Twitter too. I mean, we haven't really given a Twitter plug in a while. As Fulmer, I believe, there was making a move. We'll talk about Twitter in just a second as Elliot Lake is pressing the zone, but a whistle coming. I believe a roughing call. Looks like.
Could also be interference, I think.
I saw the back referee here making the gesture, but and who knows? We'll see.
It's Pro that's going in the box anyway.
So Trappers on the power play now.
Pro has served 28 penalty minutes this season. This will be rounding him out to 30 on the year.
Face off won by the Trappers. Klippenstein. There's Bean. Bean with control to Orser. And it is a roughing call. Here is Schneeberger with it. Over to the point. Wound and shot by Klippenstein, and that was stopped before it even hit the net. Good traffic in front of Simic. Goal. That's Dodds who sends that one out. Langford's getting it in. Langford in front of the goal, and that sent through the slot, but it didn't get any sticks on the way. Klippenstein on the point. Over to Bean. Sending that one through to Klippenstein. On the point again. Klippenstein holding the line. Orser sending that one through, and that one just went wide. Bean holding it. Skates around, tries to sneak that pass, and that one back into the zone as the Trappers go off for a change. Simic taking a little bit of a tumble there in the back end, but nonetheless, this puck is going to be tipped by Hennessy coming out of the zone. And
40 seconds remaining in the penalty. This is the third power play that they will take. The third power play for the North Bay Junior Trappers. They've taken one in every period, but they've only had one full power play. You remember in the second period on their only power play, it was Carter who took a tripping penalty just about a minute 10 into the power play, so they never really got much of a chance to show off their special team units. So
there's Janke in the zone. A couple of sticks, but Simic with the save. This puck will come out of the zone. Horowitz over to Dubchak, skating in. Dubchak to Jank. Jank looking for some room. The puck goes into the corner. Dubchak holding it. Looking for some room. A shot there goes off the side of the goal. And stays in. Martin. Penalty is now over. Janke trying to get this puck loose. A couple of good plays there to get around, but Martin sending that one back through. Janke with it. On the back end. A big shot pass there by Dubchak in front. And I don't think Seguin got enough of it. There's Dubchak keeping it in. A shot there, and that went through a screen, but it went high.
Couple really good chances in the last few minutes here for the North Bay Junior Trappers as that puck is out of play. But they are not letting off. They're continuing to put the pressure on Semic here. I mean, this is where those stats get a little skewed for Semic. I mean, they're playing, really, really well for 45 minutes, and then just maybe at the end, he just gets a little burned out, and the team is part of him can't help him out, and then the opposing team starts to pile it on a little bit.
And that's very unfortunate to see. Sure, he is going to be looking, maybe in his next contest to try and put forth a 60-minute effort. But I mean, nonetheless, the game's still not over. It's only 2-0. That's for sure. As Blanchette sending that one out. Langford coming in with it. Langford with a shot there, stopped by Simic.
And again, he has looked really good. I mean, both goals, I just think he just wasn't ready. He just wasn't expecting a shot. And that's what the Trappers had to do to eventually beat him.
As this puck comes into the zone, Tassoni looking for some room. Goes off of a leg a bit. Oh my goodness! That puck was bouncing around. Luckily it stayed out. This puck stays in. Elliot Lake pressuring it on now. Cordero in with Carter now. Carter will intercept it, and he'll send that one down the ice.
And Carter started the season off with the Bobcats. Played with them for a couple of games before being picked up by the North Bay Junior A Trappers for cash considerations. And great pickup. Great move by GM Chris Dawson and the rest of his staff. Dan Carter showing his versatility tonight with a goal. Great defense. Tonight he's been asked to step up on the wing, and he's provided a great wing and provided what is currently the go-ahead goal.
Here's the shot there by Dubchek, a rebound by Wainman, and that goes wide. Another chance here, Clifford-Stein shot, and that goes wide. Big opportunity there for the Trappers to try and extend this lead. Here's Hunt with it. Hunt holding it, coming around the zone to the point to Clifford-Stein, who sends it in. Martin will have to come in and pinch. Getting it over, Martin with it now. Nope, that was actually intercepted. Elliot Lake carrying it out. Berger to Hennessy. Hennessy holding it. Trying to bring it around Martin. That's going to come around the zone. Wainman will be the first to it, and he'll get it out. That's Cooper. He'll send that one around his own goal. Berger with it. Gil Martin pinching in with him. Room now. 3:09 remaining here in the third period. There is Orser over to...
Sorry, Mark, that was a really nice move by Berger. Unfortunately, there were two Trappers already in the zone. They're playing that strap style now. I mean, both guys stay far back.
A penalty coming.
Play.
There's going to be a penalty coming here to Suvac. He knocked Gil Martin, actually, who sent that one in. He kind of focused a little bit too much on Gil Martin. That's going to be interference.
And that's really unfortunate for the Bobcats. I mean, with 2:53 to go, you're trying to put some pressure on the opposing team.
Not too happy.
No, not happy at all with that. And the Trappers going again on the power play, but right now it's about limiting the Bobcats' chances and letting Greg Dodds do what he's doing right now and let him relax. He stopped all 20 shots, and I was hoping his team could pile on a little more.
Orser over to Martin, sending it in to Seguin. Seguin on the half boards, looking for some room to Martin. Martin holding, no, he didn't hold the zone. Martin, bit of a misstep there as the puck came out, and that's called offside. Very unfortunate for the Bobcats to make that play to get a penalty. Very unfortunate for Martin, who trying to establish some pressure in the offensive zone to try and close this one out. Puck just skipping over a stick.
That's been one of the only few miscues today by Martin. He hasn't turned the puck over. I mean, he hasn't taken any penalties today. He's been very disciplined, and he has been able to hold the line up until that play. He had been able to hold
the Orser. Sent around to Blanchette. Blanchette on the half boards. Over to Cliffenstein. Orser on the blue line. A minute remaining here in the penalty. Minute 50 remaining in the game. Trappers with a 2-0 lead. Hunt. Skating around to the point. Orser shooting, and that goes wide. Dubchak. Skating around, sending it to the point to Orser. Orser getting around a blocker. Orser, shot there, that goes off of Simic's mask, and whoa, he's a little shaken up on that one, and he'll be down for the count. A hard blast.
Yeah, that's using your head. I mean,
literally.
Really, there's nothing else you can do. Orser, a great individual play as well to fake the shot, sidestep the defenseman, get in the slot, and it looks like Simic will be okay. Getting a good round of applause here from the North Bay crowd. But again, Bobcats running out of time to try and tie this one up. Right now, the Trappers have outscored them 8-0 in the last 6 periods.
Over to Orser, shot there, make it 9-0! Orser makes it 3-0 with 1:15 remaining.
That's got to be the icing on the cake there. Orser, he's had a couple of chances today. He finally nets one. A big slap shot from right in the slot. And after the last one goes right off of Simic's mask, beats him to make it 3-0 for the North Bay Junior Trappers. Overall, a very good period. The offense finally coming to life. I think really what it was is they finally were able to find a couple of goals and just catch Simic.
And this puck coming right near us, actually. 56 seconds remaining in the third period. The Trappers looks like they'll tie the Sault Ste. Marie Thunderbirds in points, pending, of course, the Sault's game against KL tonight. In that game, obviously, Kirkland Lake a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and 1-0 lead for Kirkland Lake. It is still in the second period, so plenty of time for the Sault Thunderbirds to turn on that impressive, powerful offense and get back in it.
They're at home, too, as the Trappers are, too, as they are trying to skate in, looking for one last opportunity. Suvac sending that one in on Dodds. Dodds will hold it. Martin over to Horowitz. Back to Martin. Bean.
For Bo Orser, that was his 5th goal in 12 games. The assist from Tate Seguin gives him 12 on the season for 29 points. And Brandon Jay gets his team-leading 24th assist. It's got 36 points on the year. It's a shutout, the 3rd one of the season for Greg Dodds against the Elliot Lake Bobcats.
A 20-save shutout performance for Greg Dodds. And as you mentioned, some good scoring in the third period. The Trappers finally finding their offense. 3-0 is the score. Matt, final thoughts.